So hello and welcome one and all from what I can only describe as footballing utopia. The weather is perfect, the fans are in great voice, and the players are all set to get started. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. You've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, the very solid Thomas Partey is someone who ticks all the boxes for a top-quality, deep-lying midfielder. For me, he's a destroyer and creator all in one. Long passing often being an understated strength of his. Yes, he's known for the way he can break up opposition play, but he can really create too.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. There's the whistle. Well, now something has to give. Two perfect records on the line here. Both have played 3-1-3. And pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And here's the chance to counter. He can run onto that. Now it's Vinicius Junior. He's found a way through. Oh, shooting chance! It could be danger. In he goes again! Oh, the ball's come loose here. Gay gets good distance on it. Howson. So what can they make of this? And that's a... Tries a shot! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Referee's given a throw. Another throw-in. Chance and a real let-off. Vinicius Junior. And it's Mendes. Out to the right. Bellingham plays it in. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Plenty of endeavour from either side, but not much of it in the vicinity of either goal.
Yeah, the tempo is strong and the game has flair and lots of potential for me.
And he's managed to get free. Vinicius Junior. Mbappe has a shot! Dealt with nicely by the defence. Swept in. And it's played forward. Valverde, who's steaming forward. Bellingham. Vinicius Junior. He has found a way through. Decent chance! It's in!
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
And it's Vitinha. That is lovely. Bellingham. And that has been clubbed away. Valverde. And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
It's a dressing room that needs raising at half-time, because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
That gets things going for the second half. So, 45 minutes to turn it round. Bellingham. And here's Vinicius Junior. Now it's Camavinga. Cross deflected behind for a corner. Climbs up big! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. Cambuala. It's an inviting looking ball, that. And he cuts out the supply. Clearly not happy with that. Camavinga. And here's Vinicius Junior. Alexander-Arnold. No way through, so back it comes. Deftly away.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
So here comes the substitution. Gets it away. Cross in, looks... It's a mighty effort! Didn't quite get enough on that.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area, and plenty of movement too.
The ball is loose and the chase is on. That has found him in acres of space. Camavinga attempts a clearance. Tries to dink it through. Howson forwards and with intent. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. He's shifting through the gears here. Fired deep towards the back post. And the counter is on. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Vinicius Junior! And that could have brought them level.
Vinicius Junior was already celebrating in his head and probably still can't process how the keeper denied him. What a stop.
And here's Endrick. He's had a shot! The lead stays intact, just.
Hussein, well, at least it's earned a little applause from the boss. The finish was lacking, but everything else was pretty good.
for a change in personnel. He's going to be disappointed with that. And here's Vinicius Junior. He's away. Vitinha goes to finish.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
So this is it. We're on the verge of witnessing a major shock. Now it's Solomon. He's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Partey knocks it out wide, picks it up out wide. Time to deliver. Turns and goes back. Great defending, strong and determined. And time is up. Well, the players and the coaches have plenty to think about here. A disappointing outing, and they collect nothing for it. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the way the manager has stormed down the tunnel lends itself to an almighty telling off for such a timid, docile display.
Well, that's it from us. Thanks very much, Jim. It's a very good day to you from both of us. Well, good evening, one and all, on what is a grey, cloudy night, and night on which the weather actually may be set to get worse. There is rain in the forecast. Quite how heavy that rain turns out to be, we will see, but that is bound to have an impact of some sort on the dynamic of the football match. Conditions could be a factor. For now, the game, and an important one, is imminent. The mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. We have already started here. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Peter, this team has a great engine room in the shape of this guy, Tchouaméni. The Frenchman being a robust, relentless pressing machine who also excels.
Endrick! Decent strike, kept it fizzing low. And that's a... Endrick! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Endrick is offering a wry smile there.
Oh, what a climb! Can he dig out a shot? Danger averted for now. And the play for a throw. Get a throw in. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it. Up towards the front line. Camavinga, that's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Mbappe, and here's Endrick. He's having a shot! Forwards. Eder Militao, gently done. Belly. The other side yet able to force a breakthrough here. And here's Endrick. It's a nicely shaped ball. Mbappe. Now it's some... And the finish! It's anyone's ball now. Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Andre Silva. Anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing. He is through here. Rodriguez unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Cuts out the pass. Hector Fort. Moved on forwards. Andre Silva chasing after it. And here's Andre Silva. The ball is loose and the chase is on. And it's played forward. And the whistle goes for half-time. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. So your views on the first half?
Yeah, it's a half that's had a limp finish after a decent start, so the manager has to re-energise and re-enthuse his players to come back out pumped.
So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action. That gets things going for the second half.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
Shapes to shoot! It's there!
Oh, the skipper has made such an important difference to put them in the lead again, but they can't afford to retreat and defend for the rest of this second half. To do that would invite trouble. Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there. But you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
First goal of the game.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
That's a look and plays it forward. Do have a chance to counter here. Out to the right. It's gone out for a throw-in. So here comes the substitution. No, it's not getting there. Bellingham forwards and with intent. Victor Fort. Breakaway. And he's managed to get free. Oh, well played. He needed to get that right. Victor Fort. That's really well manoeuvred. Rodriguez. Bellingham. Your impression so far, Jim?
I think the manager's pondering his options as to whether to stick or twist Peter in view of the time remaining. He might have a tough call to make now.
Charging forward, the ball at his feet. Oh, it's come loose.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
This is gone, that's a foul. There could be trouble here. But for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. And it's Fort. Great defending, strong and determined.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Keeper's got good distance on that. That's been won straight back. Well, played right into his path. Oh, he's in!
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. So chance here, what can they make of it? Looking to widen the gap even further here. Tries to get it clear. And he's straight offside.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Vinicius Junior. That's very neat. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. And that's going to be a booking. Players protesting furiously, but there's little or no sympathy from the ref.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Alexander-Arnold considers his options. Oh, he's pulled off a fine save.
Absolutely terrific reflexes, goalkeeping at its very best.
I think we're just about done here. He came in hard, very hard. Vinicius Junior. Diangana, gently done. And that will be the final act. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us glued to our seats from the very beginning.
Yeah, it was a fairly stern test with very little between two teams that scrapped for everything.
My thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you. So they've had a chance to show us what they're capable of, and they came up trumps. A victory in the opening game sets them up very nicely for what is to come, and they may already be making plans for the knockout stages. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So, having won on opening day, it's eyes forward on the missions that remain.
Well, Peter, there's a very good chance they can plough on after what was a good start. And even if they have a wobble along the way, I think this team has a structure and a philosophy that's solidly in place. And I think they can rely on that. So, my advice...
Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Vitinha. Vitinha! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Oh, such good technique as well. That was exquisite. It's a real shame he couldn't find the finish after that.
Howson wins the duel this time. Bentancur, excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Searching pass he's played there. Oh, it's come loose.
Really are pushing their fullbacks forward now.
Aiming to do what?
Well, it's a case of engaging your opponents further up the pitch to take the sting out of opposition attacks. It's effectively a wide press.
Richarlison. Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. He has missed it.
You couldn't ask for a better opportunity to equalise, but now he'll feel like the opposition have just scored.
Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior. It's anyone's ball now. Valverde. That looks a good cross. Danger averted for now. And it's Vitinha. Goes for a shot! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
He just didn't catch that one right, and he knows it.
Sarr. Oh, a delicate chip through. Asensio. Alexander-Arnold. Howson. And it's Mendes. Oh, shooting chance! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
They're just unrelenting, Peter, wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Valverde does really well to win the ball there. Johnson. Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Dinks one through, the pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Bentancur. Richarlison is having a shot! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Richarlison is offering a right smile there.
Pedro Porro with the short one. Can he finish? Simons. And it's half-time here. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. The midway point of the game.
Well, both sides have been full of effort, industry, endeavour, and the stats are screaming good things at us. So it's been a very good watch for the neutrals so far, and I'm really looking forward to what's to come in the second half. This could get unpredictable.
So they head in no further forward. The score here still 0-0. It's the start of the second half. So the first half brought no goals. Now it's Bentancur. Xavi Simons. Oh, good spread. Time to deliver. Johnson, and that's aimed into the middle. Shoots! Güler. Vinicius Junior. Both sides a bit lacking in intent. Vitinha. Oh, this is a great... Mbappe! And he's there to get it away.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Hakimi opts to... And a chance! They've done it! Just the pick-me-up the whole game needs!
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. All very neat and tidy.
So the first goal of the game.
We'll talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy, and it's paid off beautifully.
Well, can he finish? He can get that clear. Vitinha. And here's Güler.
Güler really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Güler. Hakimi. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Sarr. Oh, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Clipped into space. And the shot! Should have been two.
Güler really thought he'd scored to settle this contest, and he's struggling to believe being denied.
Udogie attempts a clearance. Rodrigo. Arda Güler.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Van der Ven, gently done. Nicely intercepted. Güler. Oh, he's bustling through here. He's been bundled over, that is a foul. Well, you might think he got off lightly, it is just a verbal warning.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
This is the perfect opportunity to create a cushion between them. He's shaping up to have a crack from here. Voila! Decent enough try.
Güler is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
The changes then in quick succession. I think we're just about done here.
Look, their supporters must become balmy about this because there's no sense of purpose in what we're seeing.
And here's Shapes to shoot! Keeper's done ever so well.
Tell clearly.
And that is that. What a game, what a show. Both sides robustly going about their business, and that has turned it into quite a spectacle. It's the sort of game after which you feel it's a shame anybody had to lose.
Yeah, it was never a match that was going to blow us all away, Peter, but I felt the team did a lot right, especially that well-timed goal.
A warm welcome to all of you on this utterly glorious day. Positive vibes all around us, high on perfect conditions. There is a thrilling football match in prospect here, and we will be getting underway very shortly. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So we're up and running. So Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, there's no doubt as to who the creative hub in the side is. It's Mikel Oyarzabal. He boasts some of the most impressive records when it comes to goals and assists, Peter, helped by the fact that he can play anywhere across that front line, and also he has a real willingness to run beyond the strikers. And there's a lot to admire about this guy.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree. Zubeldia. Martin. Zubeldia. Martin. Looks to the other side. Munoz. Now he's off and running. And the ball is out of play. It's Valverde. Oh, good ball! And the counter is on. Oyarzabal spread out to the left. He's got away. Kubo. Chance, surely! Oh, that was no routine save.
Kubo actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And here's Mbappe. Hakimi. He's shifting through the... Big chance! Oh, split-second reaction.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Barrenechea gets it away. Barrenechea proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean. Really are pushing their fullbacks forward now.
Aiming to do what?
Well, it's a case of engaging your opponents further up the pitch to take the sting out of opposition attacks. It's effectively a wide press.
Rodrigo! And that has been... Oh, they could be caught out here. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Valverde. A heavy challenge. And ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And here's Rodrigo. That's a good ball. Tries a shot! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're up in the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. Fran Garcia, Jim Clido. He's through here. Oh, that's a fine challenge. Zaharian. Oh, that's a nice ball. Now that's well seen too. And they've got a throw. Barrenechea. It's going to be another throw. Kubo! Rudiger. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Decent enough half, but either side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0. Here we go again.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
Fran Garcia. And here's Mbappe. Out to the left it goes. Barrenechea gets good distance on it. Oh, perfectly measured that. And he's on his way. Oyarzabal! Denied by an instinctive save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. with nicely by the defence. Clipped into space. Now then, the ball's come loose. Could be danger here. He is through here. Mbappe turns and goes back. Rodrigo, and the shot! It just took too long getting forward.
Look, if they're going to counter, it has to be pacier and much more decisive.
It's a mighty effort!
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his man was wide awake today.
Ramiro sends that a long way. Vinicius Junior. Mbappe. It is still anyone's game, 0-0. And it's Munoz. Hakimi forwards with intent. Searching pass he's played there. Thinks about the shot. Can he finish? Munoz. And here's Rodrigo. This might... Great chance! He has done it! Finally the breakthrough! He does it all with an air of efficiency and simplicity.
Well, was there ever any doubt? It made it look like he's done it over and over and over again, and he has.
Well, the referee's seen the board, and he's going to allow a double change to go ahead now. So we have our breakthrough.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
And here's Oyarzabal. Now it's Gonzalo Guedes. Rudiger getting this one clear. Belly. Well, they could break here.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Kubo. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Sujic!
It was hopeful, to say the least. You need more men inside the box, more movement. Otherwise, it's pretty much a waste. I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
There's going to be another change here.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Camavinga. That looks a good ball through. So much time and space here. in this. Oh, that is hot, and the shot! And one more try! Oh, the ball's come loose here. And that's it. What a game, what a show. Both sides robustly going about their business, and that has turned it into quite a spectacle. It's the sort of game after which you feel it's a shame anybody had to lose. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Well, this was a result that reflected the difference in team strengths. I mean, you felt that all they had to do was release their power.